Ba-dum. Ba-da. We're live.
Woo.
Woo. Okay, well, back to Sunless Sea, eh? What the heck were we doing? I remember vaguely that we have a snow child.
Hey, we wanted to do the snow child.
Yeah, and we got a long box from somewhere. I think we have to take it to Station 3, or wasn't I
Yes.
confused?
No, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Okay.
Also swapping to switch stream.
Okay. Take it. My Discord's not working still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we figured.
Yeah.
Okay, so Station 3 is probably the smart thing. We still have that commission to go to Avid Horizon. We still have this lady hanging around until we go to the Empire of Hands again.
We may want to do that to get her off the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, that is... It's quite tempting. Still not sure what to do with the mirror matchbox full of very angry snakes granted. Maybe it's fine. Maybe you will need that for the mechanics quest, but cargo space. I should probably buy some fuel before we take off. I mean, if we're...
Yeah, I'd fuel up to
Yeah.
full.
Yeah. 21 should be okay, I would wager. Getting to
Yep.
Station 3 and the Empire of Hand. I mean, it's a long way, don't get me wrong. But, you know, once we hit the Empire of Hands, we can always stop by Mount Palmerston.
Yeah.
Vaguely tempted to go to Port Carnelian to get some coffee beans if we're going all that way to turn them in at Irem for the whatever it does. Oh yeah, we also have to go to Guider's Morn because of the bounty, but we'll do that on the way back, I guess. Or not the bounty, the cheery man, our friend.
Indeed.
Hey. Alright, for now though, Station 3, because it's somewhat time sensitive.
Yeah.
Lo-do-do. Still haven't dove under the water, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I remember that. I was gonna ask, and I forgot. Do we get the submarine update and then never actually submerge?
Pretty much.
Which we should do.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, like now. Like, it's better to go around underwater than above water. Especially for places we've been before.
Mayhaps, yes. Oh my god, right. Sonar. Oh, the sonar pulse is automatic. That's good. Probably. Oh my goodness, it's dark down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that thingy? It's kind of glowy.
Yeah.
Nothing apparently.
It's a husk just from the seabed, discarded when its owner outgrew it.
Huh. Creepy. Oop. Have a little bit of a little bit of a current. I think we're coming towards the port. And we passed it. Well,
That's not a port, that's a lightship.
hmm. Starting to run out of breathable air. Let's go solve that real quick. And I guess we can visit the Abbey while we're here.
Give them recent news, I believe.
It's true. They do pay well for that, I think.
They gave us like 5 casks of wine last time, but that might have been lucky.
Possibly. Quick port report. And I guess we'll knock on the iron-studded gates with some news. We've lost 2 terror. The muscular prioress, the Abbey's lieutenant, comes to the door to listen. She nods, makes notes, and pays particular attention to the news of marsh beast predations and the traffic of rooftops. In return, she offers a rather perfunctory blessing, but the blessing reassures your crew. You can offer a hunting trophy to reduce terror. Don't see the need. Well, I do see the need, but I also don't see the need. Could watch the convent. I forget if that was good or bad.
I don't think it did much, but yeah, I don't think we get to spend it at Station 3.
Oh wow. The convent is silent. A few lights prick its bulk. Bells sound at the times of prayer. You're almost ready to give up when the side door opens. Nuns march out carrying something wrapped in a blanket and fling it into the sea. You creep down and examine it. Well, it was likely unidentifiable even before the nuns used it for weapon practice. Now it leaks fluid from a dozen puncture wounds, but it still smells of the Z. Now I have a strange catch. Can we use that with somebody? No. No, we need the live spaceman. Or the Searing Enigma. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway. Time to launch. Go right to Station 3. Don't see a big need to dive. Oh, hello. Tiny crab man. Hello. Lures submerged Z beasts to the surface. I didn't know you could do that with strange catches. couple of fragments. Maybe that was better to eat, but
Whatever.
whatever indeed. Station 3. Okay. Find assistance for the snow child. There we go. A heart metal heart. Not sure you've the measure of the damn stuff. The heart metal smith shrugs. No skin off my nose. Bring us an ingot. I'll shape it for you. Okay, so we need a heart metal ingot, so I guess we can just exchange a long box for it, right? Can't we? What use is a heart metal to you? But then again, what use is a long box? Perhaps you imagine the whisper at a shoulder. What use indeed is a heart? When you turn, there's only the ragged flirting of the wind. Anyway, that's fun. The legalities of trading in heart metal are vague. If its existence were acknowledged by laws, it might be forbidden. Just put it somewhere out of the way. We now have a heart metal ingot. So we'll find assistance for the snow child. You can also find them in caches of curiosity or find them hidden in the less traveled parts of islands around the sea. But anyway, we got one, so good. For the stolen heart, the smith hammers the ingot into a rough heart shape, leaving it to cool in a bucket of water. Not much time remains. Rose drips constantly now, leaving puddles as it paces up and down outside the gate. Fitting the heart is an unpleasant matter for all concerned, but what must be done is soon finished. At first, nothing seems to have happened. Soon, though, the drips stop and the wound heals. Rose looks up to you, something new behind its crystal eyes. I think it worked. Rose smiles at you. It's time for its journey to begin, at Irem, where all journeys east must depart. The snow child will no longer melt, and it is complete.
Yay.
Why do we have to go to Irem, though? I'm a little vague on the why.
That's where he wants to go.
Oh,
His grandfather went east, and he wants to journey the same way.
I see. Again, tempting me to go to Port Calenolian for coffee, but
Yeah.
it's so out of the way. And then there's those damn parrots.
You can submerge.
Good point. Irem will always be vague. You are correct. And yes, we have the submarine. We can go. We can go undersea, Demiseroth. First, I must kill this crab because I spotted it, and I wish to kill it now. Also, we could use the supplies, frankly. Are we gonna dodge it? Oh, what a dodge! God, your captain's awesome. Oh, he's just gonna ram us against me. Okay, well... maybe this wasn't a flawless battle, but it could have been in other theoretical ways. Yeah. Anyway, let's butcher it. Could use the supplies. Delicious crab meat. Giant crab meat. Eastern angler crab meat. Wonder what's in the unpre-processing mass. something great, I'm sure. It's rather like eating trout if the trout had tried to kill you a few hours ago. Take that, Erstaz trout. We lost hunger. So it was, just a little bit of food. It was good. I'm not gonna complain about our hunger being sated. Alright.
I wouldn't submerge now because we want to visit the undershroom, right?
Do we?
Yeah, it's right there.
I mean, it is right there, but what if we went under the undershroom? And that did a thing. So I spy some lights there. Obstruction has prevented you from surfacing. What in the world is that thing?
Ship. Probably a pirate.
Oh. It's not attacking us. Huh. How very curious. Click to target. It's a good point. It's a little nervous doing that just because it felt like I may end up accidentally shooting something I don't mean to, but maybe not. Anyway, we found the undershroom. Let's grab our usual port report. Still think our Blemigan is still terrified of this place, so not much to do about that. Should we visit the village? May as well, right?
Yeah.
Alright. A day of stories. The central contradiction of Shroom existence is that they hate the Undershroom, but they'll do anything to avoid leaving. Got another memory of distant shores, and that's about all for the Undershroom. A little uneventful, but, well, you'll have this. Alright. Let's, I guess we can submerge and go to Park Carnelian. Does that woo 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 mean we found something? Oh, we did find something. Oh, what is it? It's purple.
Run into it.
Burst of Irigo light. The color of forgetting. We've lost 10 terror, but also 100 fragments, which is a lot of fragments. Gosh.
I don't think you had a full 100 fragments to lose, though. So I think you,
Ah! What a thalat. Ah! You fire? You have projectiles? What are you? Thalati? Thalat? Thalat? Ugly. You're ugly. You're really ugly. Ow. And we left him at 1.
Oh,
Okay, well, that was horrible. And we took a rather severe beating. Holy cow.
did a fair amount of damage.
Defeated Thaliot. In death, the Thaliot looks like the grisly collage of an untamed vivisectionist. Mercifully, most of it has stopped moving. You can dissect it for knowledge or fillet it for supplies. Just close your eyes and hold your nose. Look, you don't even need to swallow, see? Down it goes. I think it likes the dark. Oh god, that sounds terrible. Ah. Maybe we should just dissect this one. We have 5 live specimens from it. And we gained a
Yeah.
Veils. Wow. Finished, Skipper? Now what about a spot of lunch? The dissection classification goes slowly. What manner of creature would need a beaked mouth, a hooked sucker maw, and a double handful of maxillipids? And several organs once removed simply will not stay put in their designated piles, not until you start staking them to the deck anyway. By the end, you have a new appreciation for what astonishing contortionist acts Mother Nature can perform under duress, and you have enough spare parts to open up an avant-garde restaurant besides. Oh, that's terrifying. Woo! Anyway, we could, in theory, use that to
Clatter
the Clatter. Yeah. Yes, because we have a live specimen. Why not? We find her. Oxygen freezes while we're in
Yep,
dialogue, right?
it does. By the
Yeah.
way, yeah, I want to read you what happens if you fillet it for supplies and then fail the roll.
Do tell.
No leftovers. You never determined exactly which bit it was, says Zeman Hodgkin's aide. She never said. She simply folded her napkin, rose carefully from the table, strode down to the engine room, and flung herself into the main boiler. You doubt the cook has enough pepper in stock to mask a taste like that. The crew pitched the rest over the side, followed by what little's left of Hodgkiss.
Oh well. Good to know it was that bad an idea. It was that bad an idea that well, I sussed out that it was a bad idea. I didn't realize it was that bad an idea.
On success, though, you get 20 supplies. So,
Oh wow. Sheesh. Anyway, Mr. Iron, truly, find her during an operation. Does the blood of London's cowled masters really run through her veins? Twisted smile. You sit with her in a surgery lined with bottles of preserved and pickled body parts. I can't offer you proof, she says. The only strange tongue I speak is my mother's, which is ancient but human. Blades can cut me, but I'm not immune to fire, though perhaps the masters aren't either. But I've not met anyone who shares my particular skills, and I know my mother. I cannot see her in any ordinary liaison. I cannot see her in any ordinary liaison with an ordinary man, much less a husband. She was in her 3rd millennium when she bore me. 3rd millennium? Sounds odd. Well, I can tell her about her father or explore her surgery now. Father still doesn't want me to tell her about it. So,
but she's your officer. Doesn't she deserve to know?
it could be the case. I still want to just explore the surgery, see if she says anything about it. Alright. Why do you have this tailbone? These are souvenirs, she says. Here's the patch of skin from a palm of a woman's hand. I took it from her in order to cure of the urge to adultery. Now she wears gloves, but she's kept her marriage. There's more difficult work I could be doing. She is playing her blade between her fingers. Did you know my mother operated on the bazaar itself? She cut away its cladent lobe so it would be at peace and not have to wander on and on. But the operation changed her. She got some of the ichor on her skin. Creepy. Should I tell her about meeting her father? Sure, why not? A skeptical expression. Did he offer proof? Did he look familiar? Did he know secrets about her mother that no one else could have known? Did you even see his face under all those bandages? Did you even hear his real voice? He could have been anyone. He could have been looking for the Clattery heir's inheritance and using you to find out more. She then avoids you for a day or two, which is not easy at sea. it's fair. Oh, I could push her about meeting her father, but bad idea. So what happened to the Cladent lobe? If the Clattery heir's mother cut off a piece of London's Echo Bazaar, where did it go? An awkward inheritance. Mother experimented on the lobe, various ways, with Mr. Iron bringing her new implements. I wanted to be on the move, however, and in the end she put it on a ship, or built a ship around it. The Clattery Heart, but it got away from her. Weird. So where is it now? Last my mother heard, it was in Adam's Way, or somewhere further into the Elder Continent. It might still be Z-worthy. And to say it was a most unusual ship. Do I want it back? I try not to want anything too much, but if you care to travel in that direction, I could hardly stop you. When you wait long enough, she says a little more. I avoid obsessions myself, but I know one of these days I'll have to operate on myself, remove some desire that's gotten too unwieldy. Creepy. Oh. So you can give her stuff to experiment on. But we don't have any of it. Because we need a copper long box, a prisoner, or a docile Blemigan, or a white molliflower. Odd. Very odd. Well. Anyway, I guess we'll keep going. That looks... What is that? Oh, that's the end of a Z current, I think.
Nope.
Odd looking, but okay. I think we pinged something to the southeast, but not interested right now. Huh?
Running low on oxygen, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Why does it take so long to fill those O2 tanks anyway?
Indeed.
Port Carnelian. Oh. It's a lady at Murdergod's who dresses in tiger pelts and shows her teeth to customers. I guess we may as well. Unacceptable. The lady insists that she belongs in the jungle, and the tigers disagree. There are questions about where her pelts came from and how the former owners died. Clattery Air offers her a consultation. Afterward, the patient has a curious crescent scar on her forehead, roughly the shape of a claw, but I can wear a hat, it's no matter. She buries the pelts with honors and buys a ticket for the next ship back to London. Okay. Apparently we cured a poacher of their habits. Well, I've never called it a room above a bookshop yet, so why not? Off the record. The diplomats of the Continent were expelled from Port Carnelian following the Galatia incident. Only one remains behind. Not in any official capacity, you understand. No, I'm retired now, he tells you cheerfully. His crockery is white as the moon and rimmed with gold. Over tea, he comments sympathetically on the governor's difficulties. I feel for the man, I really do. And asks probing questions regarding your travels. You manage to squeeze in a few of your own. Oh, the Konda's very fond of sapphires. Blue is his favorite color. We got our port report, which is lovely. Let's see. We can improve our network. I mean, we have a diplomat on board. Will that improve the network? Oh. The governor relies on a cadre of docile native tigers to act as intermediaries between their fellows, and one of them has a weakness for pot boilers. They want our romantic literature. I mean, I don't see why not, right?
Yeah, you happen to have one, which is fortunate.
Yeah. There you go. Tiger favors plummy heroines, stiff mustache heroes, and the convoluted social obstacles that keep them apart. Will their yearning passions ever be consummated? You give him a copy of The Footman's Ghost. Its pages practically quiver with repression. The tiger purrs. It's adorable. We can influence affairs now, can't we?
And you can also um, seek intelligence, which is chancy right now, but that's what gets you. You can get information, like vital intelligence.
That would be nice. What if we have anything that we could improve our stuff here? Bait. We can offer all our secrets, or have a very low chance of echoes buying secrets. We can, well, I don't know. Leaning on just panning for some sapphires right now.
Do whatever you want. You're the boss.
It's true. Gained a terror, again. I have yet to succeed on that. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Anyway.
Oh,
What?
you have 47% chance, and you've only tried twice.
Shut up. Going to buy a bunch of fuel because we need it desperately. Supplies are just okay.
Or they're cheaper here, so I'd buy a couple.
It's true. Wonder why they're so cheap here.
Because it's got, like, actual land
That
to grow
makes
things on.
sense. Alright, we have some coffee beans. God, that's a expensive looking thing, isn't it? Could buy sapphires. We're kind of want to keep my cargo hold light right now. What I would not give for the frigate. Alright. Gosh, there's a lot to explore, isn't there?
If you want to explore, you could go east and find the city of Varchest. And then east along the coast.
Yeah. I guess if we see any parrots, we can always just dive. Or maybe we should just dive anyway, because, well, I don't know.
Fine.
It's fine. It's not like we have infinite oxygen is the thing. Well, we do on the surface, but, you know. What if we dive, which we're going to now, immediately? Something prevents you from diving.
Turn off the light.
We dived. It was fine. There's a thingy over here. It looks like a shipwreck.
Nice.
It's a Khanate wreck. Lies on the Z-bed like a closed casket. Why is this such a tough challenge?
Oh, because it just gives good rewards when you win.
Fair. Failed. We gained 5 terror, unfortunately. We also got a Z story and 9 fragments, though. The wreck is broken near the main guns, though heavy doors spared half the ship from the water. The crew were trapped inside without hope of escape. They chose to forego starvation, and their corpses litter the azure floors. The wreck suddenly shifts. Change in the current, or did you disturb it? Your party crams their helmets back on, fleeing for your vessel. Unfortunate. And what's this? Looks like a corpse of something? It's a crab carcass. A rigid claw rises from the Z-bed. Colossal crab lies half buried in the sand. It's only recently dead, and succulent flesh is nestled in the brittle shell. Well, sharpen the flensing knives. I'm a little worried why this takes crew. Grabbed meats. You lead a small complement of your crew out into the gloom. You work swiftly, shattering the claw and twisting the white meat from the underneath. Your crew attack the shell with vigor and hammers while your bosun marks the time in sevens. You return to your submarine laden down with crab meat. The broken shell is left to the Z. Gain 2 supplies. Excellent.
Missed AFK for 1 sec.
Okay. There is a lot of stuff on the sea floor, isn't there? Oop. Hi. A stoker approaches you in your cabin. Captain, she says, that thing in the hold, it's dreaming about us. It means us no good. No good at all. What? Back to work, chide her for her foolishness and send her away, or blast it out the hatch. Crew's morale is more important than whatever you're keeping around. What thing in the hold, though? I assume the strange catch? Fine. For the sake of morale. A cheer. You blasted out the hatch, still in its container. Will it sink or swim? That's its problem. Your problem is your crew, and they're happy to see it go. Yeah, that's the live specimen scaring the bejesus out of everybody. Oh well. Is that a light ship or an underwater port? I don't know. There's also a thingy. Oh god, it's a Thaliate. Hi, leaving. Leaving. Sorry, didn't mean to disturb you. Gonna go the other way. Bye! Bye! Ow! Still saw us. What the butt? A typing suit floats past the glass. Creepy. Whalebone. The Z has not been kind. The colossal skull is intact, but the body has been reduced to a gnawed frame of bones. Carvings have been scored onto the bones. Are these inscriptions? You can examine the engravings, collect unknown toxins. Marrow these beasts bear poisons, harvest them, sounds dangerous. Or harvest Stygian ivory. I mean, let's examine the engravings. You don your diving gear. We failed. We got an intriguing snippet and a tear. Whatever words you read, they're now lost. Someone has further defaced each bone of the whale with a knife, obliterating every line. This is the censorship of the Scrimshander, meted out on aberrant histories. Well, that sucks, I guess. like surfacing for air and seeing if there's an above-ground port. Yeah, I am a little worried about our hull, but not a lot I can do about that. Fed the crew, lovely. I am trying to avoid combat when the hull's low, but it's a little, it can be a touch difficult at times. And we discovered Apis meat. It's a port! Adams Way. On a bed of monumental ruins, warehouses and way stations of shroom timber and way stations of on a bed of monumental ruins, warehouses and way stations of shroom timber rise. All ships that approach Adams Way are intercepted by the Gracious, the Presbyterian's splendidly headdressed coast guards. A quaint but inviolable tradition governs entry. You must tell them one of 3 stories. In return, you'll be permitted to spend a single day in port. I don't have any of these. Why are foreigners only allowed to spend a single day in Adams Wave? For your own protection, one of them explains. It's unsafe. The soil of the Elder Continent is dangerous to incomers, they claim. Those who linger can contract unfortunate conditions, hysteria, rapture, animescence. The rumors that Presbyterian law offers no protections against foreigner after dark. Errant nonsense. We can't come in because we have no Palmerston's, unread logs, or recent news. Unfortunate.
Oops. I forgot that.
I guess we leave. Well, we've got enough fuel for now. It's relatively cheap, but...
Well, where are we going? We're going...
Right now, plan is, I think, heading to the Empire of Hands. Or possibly just exploring the east a little more.
Yeah, well, I mean, exploring the east is pretty... I would grab more fuel.
That's fair. Okay. That should do us for a while. And now we know that we need recent news if we ever want to come here. Hi. Horrors below. It's looking up. It's looking up at us. Just don't look. Whatever's down there is best not to know. They'll forget it soon enough. We lost a terror. Good. As I recall, going down Adam's Way kills you.
No, it doesn't kill you. Just make you wish you were dead.
Right. Ah, Point Livingston, I presume.
There is... You probably want to turn north.
If you insist.
Well, maybe. I guess you can go. So we want to, if you look on the map...
Oop. Is that a mustache?
It is.
It's a Bahee mustache. And we can kind of outrange it if we're very careful. Oop.
Excuse me, notice me, senpai.
Get closer, but not too close. Kaboom! Phew! Oh, getting in charge range now. Doesn't matter though. Well. What do you suggest, first mate? Do we dig around its innards or harvest its flesh?
I believe last time we harvested its flesh and mustache. So we should dig around its innards this time.
Yeah. Let's see what's in there. Intestinal mucus. Oh, good. A greater beast, it seems, swallowed a lesser, and here it is. We gained a strange catch. Takes you a while to work out what this is, but eventually you realize it's a puckered sucker, perhaps from the tip of a tentacle. If so, it's a tentacle of a truly preposterous size. The sucker is the size of a man's head. Fascinating. And also,
Don't worry, Captain. Something that big probably wouldn't be interested in us.
probably.
Anyway, we want to go north to figure out what exactly is that's the bound shark over there.
Bound shark. Those are dangerous. And we only have 72 hull right now. So I'm not interested. The Z-Bat has found nothing so far.
Check the map. Okay. I think, yeah, this is the,
Oh, the Mangrove College. Our Z-Bat's blind, apparently.
Yep.
A steaming sprawl of parasynthetic vegetation, and a village. Barely a village. Hold walls, roofs in disrepair, stilts leaning dangerously. Looks to have been assembled by drunks in a hurry. Talk carefully. Gosh, there's a lot to do here, isn't there?
Yep.
First we compile a port report, though. Sages, scholars, philosophers, naturalists, poets, dreamers, here to pursue their rarefied ideals in a land of muddy fecundity. The thinkers of the Mangrove College continue their untroubled and sedentary existence. New schools of philosophy are born and die like bubbles. Extraordinary poetries are written in water. The occasional retired pirate tries and fails to get invited to salons. Lost hunger, gained a supply. Wow. We now have a port report. Profitable. Appreciate that. There's a gentleman watching you rather closely, and he may be mumbling to himself. I mean, I guess.
Feel free.
The implied investigator shakes your hand with extreme vigor. Good day, Captain. When do we leave port? Can your ship outrun the Khan's best? Not that you'll have to, but it'd be comforting to know that you could. Take his hint. He needs to escape and you can get him away. Or ignore his hint. His incessant questions are irritating and you don't want him aboard. Alright, you need escape. We can get you away. Fine. Oh, welcome myself aboard. Where's my bunk? He heads up the plank before you. He continues talking, expecting you to keep up. Conagans didn't seem to like me asking questions. Not many people do. It's maybe unpopular in most ports, but there's still one I haven't tried. Could you take me to Hideaway? It's beneath the waves, on the back of a gigantic beast. You can't miss it. That's gonna be tough, because I don't know where it is. There's also Maybe's daughter. Hello, where are you headed? On second thoughts, I don't mind. Can I come aboard? Yes, I'm an engineer, but I'm an engineer in a hurry. I mean, could just pick her up.
Yeah.
Sure. If anyone comes looking for me, well, I'm not accepting colors. Can I trust you to pass that on? You don't want them distracting me from my duties. Fair enough. It's probably fine. Probably great, in fact. Into Wisp Boys. Use 77 fragments and memories of distant shores. Oh, convert. Oh, we can turn memories and fragments into secrets, huh?
Yep.
Funny we just got a secret the second we found this place. Da, da, da. Go beachcombing, put a ptarmigan ashore. We don't have any, thank God. Pick up a passenger? They've long abandoned. The Mangrove College is named for its scholars and philosophers. They've long abandoned civilized comforts of the life for the life of the mind. Sometimes they want those civilized comforts back. Sure. A checkered character. The principals! Port Cecil. Black and white and silver. Please, take me there. Sooner or later, it doesn't matter. I know how complex the moves can be. He takes up a hold spot, unfortunately. Well, that's a shame. Where are we in relation to Port Cecil? I mean, it's honestly not that far off.
Yeah.
Philosophers of the college are not hospitable, but this whole shoreline is bursting with fruit and edible fungus. Reach up and it falls in your hand. Pick it up, and it's already fermented. I don't know. Feels like we could just eat, drink, and be merry. It sounds like it'd reduce some terror.
Sure.
I need a stretch. Also. Ugh. Tart morsels and morel tart, the salty tang of seaweed stew, the crawling berry that the locals assure you is a motile plant and not an insect. Eat your fill and drink contemplatively. We lost 10 terror. Excellent. Excellent, excellent.
Nice.
It's just what I was hoping for. I need some water. So you get to hear my tap. Oh my god.
Oh god.
It's Chris's tap. Get doxxed, sucker.
Secret lore.
Alright. So that was lovely. And I think we have exhausted this place. So we can, I guess, head to Port Cecil. Since that's where this dude wants to go. Which is fine by me. Haven't explored that way anyway. May as well see what's out there. As long as
Port Cecil.
whatever's out there, you know, doesn't want to kill us. Case in point. What is you? It's a pirate cruiser. They're turning away. I don't think they care to fight us right now.
I don't think they saw us, or they would care to fight us.
True. The Noctic Lobe. Sudden fog of spores. Sailor sneeze. Sounds echo flatly in the soupy air. Ew. Alright. We've discovered the aphotic quills. I don't like how this brain coral looks like brain. Discovered the wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang. And Brock's Reef. Ah, that's where the stone badge is.
Oh, oh, oh.
Ah, I got a legit chuckle out of you that time, didn't I, first mate? Instead of the, the forced ones, because you have to chuckle at my jokes, because I'm the captain. Haha.
Ah, ah, ah.
Take that, eel.
He's ill suited to beating you.
I did the thing, yeah. I've got 9 supplies. Let's dissect it, I guess. 10 fragment, a hunting trophy, and Stygian ivory. Excellent. I guess. Port Cecil. We'll drop off the checkered character. He waits eagerly by the trail. He lifts his head to inhale. I can already smell the chest, he announces. He says neither. Thank you, farewell. He says neither of these things. He drops a sweaty bundle of banknotes in your hand and hares up off the hill, fingers twitching to begin a game. Game players, eh? Yeah, don't know about any of that. Anyway, I'll pick up our port report. I forget if we can do anything here. So let's go.
Yeah, we have. Oh, I guess not.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't have much for me here at the moment.
I guess we did both things.
Yeah. Could try to gather Sintalak, or we can explore the knoll. Let's just explore around a bit. Why not? Someone has carved a sinuous shape into the jumbled limestone of the reef. Oh god, not this again. It's a sunrise! Shield your eyes! See, we could buy fuel. I think 10's okay. I don't know. Maybe
It's a
not.
little tough.
Yeah, it might not be enough to make it to Mount Palmerston. Now that I look.
I mean, it'd probably be enough on a ignore everything and go there.
Yeah, that is not what we're doing though. We can pick up a few. Hmm. We did have a thing to pick up a prisoner, so I might lean towards the Sea of Lilies.
Yeah, but we can go there and see what we need to get a prisoner out.
Yeah. All right. That's as good a plan as any.
And now we can stop at the underwater port near there.
Oh yeah. That'll be lovely. Probably. Hmm. Oh, it's another eel. Oh, go away, go away. Oop. Have us a little bit cornered.
You have them a little bit dead.
Yep, that worked. I don't feel like butchering it this time. It's fine.
Sure.
Hunting trophy, more ivory, and a curious sack. What's inside? Ah, it's a human skull. This isn't the Zeebee's stomach. What's it doing here? It's like a seed in a gourd. Fun. don't recall. Are we invincible if we go underwater?
No.
I mean, like, as we're going underwater. I mean, like,
Oh.
no. Okay. Just wondering if that was a good emergency escape button. I guess while we're here, compile a quick port report. Also, apparently somebody's intensely staring at us. Oh, I wonder if this has to do with the guy we picked up. Maybe.
Probably not.
The severe chemist glares at you over his glasses. Beneath the Z-Captain there's a city of murderers, and within it a plant known as Tether. Bring me a jar full, I will pay you handsomely. I mean, sure? He smiles in the manner of a corpse whose skin is just dried out. Excellent. You'll find it in Rack, City of Pleasures. I'll be waiting for you on the Undershroom, where my studies continue. Okay. Acquire a doomed monster hunter. I don't know what that does.
Guess you're a doomed monster hunter.
Thanks. Oh, we can sell our mirror matchbox here. For a lot.
I mean, if we do, we have to go through the whole thing to get it again to do the mechanics quest.
Oh. Right, does it take that? Right.
It will.
Okay. Fair enough then.
Pretty sure.
Can't sell the ivory, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much to do here.
Yeah. Guess we're leaving then. So there's a frigate here. A war Trimarian, who I think doesn't like us very much. But they are also apparently like stuck on the reef, which is kind of funny. Then again, that gives us suspicion, doesn't it? Then again,
Maybe.
they are just kind of stuck. And a very, very easy target. Like, very easy target. Like, very easy target. Alright, seize and loot her! Alright. Take what you can, imprison or cut down any Kongans that remain. What's in the hold? You see what remains. You've won no favor with the Khanate here today, so we take whatever we can. Yeah, people did not like that. Creased and grimy. We found... It's a page from a journal. Until the sixth candle is extinguished, now we all watched the flames that stood up as if it were on tiptoe, taller and bluer each heartbeat. Its light grew brighter in the moments before it failed, so that I saw the face of all my companions drawn in white, as if we were already dead. Then the candle flame drew itself up like a dancer and was extinguished. Dark fell upon us like a wave, and I heard the hatchlings uncoil. Cool.
Yay!
Ow. We lost a single hull from ramming into Khan's shadow. Maybe I should have approached slightly more slowly. Maybe. Well, at least that tale of terror didn't come with any actual terror. So we're good. In many ways.
Indeed.
Alright.
Also, I remember that we want to give the mirror catch box to the first curator in Vanderbite.
Ah. Is that a shark? Or an eel?
Eel.
It is an eel. Doesn't seem to have seen us. And I don't know.
I mean, fighting creatures takes fuel,
Yeah.
mainly through the time it takes.
Pity we don't have a backwards gun. That'd be nice.
Let me upgrade the ship eventually.
I pine so much for the frigate. Sound the all clear. Compile a quick port report. Not a lot here, but it exists. Didn't we have something we needed? Someone we needed to rescue from Wisdom?
Yeah, these are the things. These are the prisoners. Those are your options.
Yeah, the unsettling stage. Rescue or ransom him from Wisdom. Wisdom will release prisoners on payment of an eye-wateringly high redemption fee. It's not entirely clear whether this constitutes bribery or a legal instance of Connigan mercy. Or we can attempt to rescue one. You only get one chance at it. I see.
Or you can trade a secret.
Can't. We can?
Yeah. I mean, go up. Just went over it before. It's the second option.
I have to have a searing enigma.
Yeah, oh, well, we can't do, like, any of these right now.
Yeah. Eesh. Plus we need 175 pages, which is kind of crazy.
That is high.
And 3,000 to ransom one. Will they just take it if we fail the roll either? Sheesh.
I imagine they wouldn't just take it.
Well, I guess we can't do much there then. It's unfortunate. Ah! The impolite investigator approaches you smiling. Now that we're safely submerged, I have a question, Captain. I've discovered that several crew members are attracted to you. Would you become intimate with any? If so, who? How would you engage? And why haven't you indulged yet? Boy, you really are impolite. I can refuse to reply, respond with a secretive smile, or threaten to keel haul him. Oh, you want to play the voyeur? I can arrange for you to be jettisoned from the submarine and dragged along. Maybe you can peek through a porthole and find the answer himself.
Can also, apparently eat him.
Yeah, luckily we're not unaccountably peckish right now.
Or unfortunately.
Anyway, I'm going to refuse to reply. This guy can go F himself. You meet his gaze, waiting for him to recognize his impropriety. The investigator's smile doesn't falter. Your silence is a sufficient answer, thank you. You'll waste no more time with this, man. There are more important matters for you to attend to. Anyway, we discovered Scrimshander. Before you looms the Bone Tower of Scrimshander, the city of remembrance. Ivory structures jut from the pile, supported by buttressing tusks, and as your light plays across them, you can make out inscriptions, names, pictures, and dozens of lost languages. The largest ones are carrying a warning. All are welcome to enter, but none may depart without leaving something of themselves behind. Ah. A drownie floats before the docking gate of a bone cathedral. She wears a cowl and carries a ceremonial key carved from a femur. As you approach, she sings a solemn greeting. Soldier, scholar, servant of art, history welcomes without toil. But be warned ere you depart, none who enter escape whole. Your rhyming sucks. Anyway, I guess we'll enter anyway. How bad could the price possibly be? The Guardian unlocks the ivory gates. Steel glints in her fingers as she carves an image of your ship into her massive bone key. Your brave crew decides to remain on the ship as you disembark for the tower's dry center. Fair enough. You walk down a damp nave of bone. Intricately carved ivory walls depict improbable scenes from history. The walls are edged in tiny finger bones, each bearing a single name. Inhabitants wear ashen robes and carry steel-tipped bone quills, but you recognize most as drownies, or Chelinet expatriates. While most are quiet and ignore visitors, you hear heated arguments over interpretations of the sacred remains. Sacred remains which will include whatever you leave behind when you depart. Gosh, there's a lot. I guess we'll compile a port report, considering an ongoing history of the present. The inhabitants of Scrimshander spend much of their time preying on the mysteries of the past. They spend almost as much time arguing about their interpretations. Salted residents often collect nearby salvage, study the results, and inscribe their interpretations on any skeletal remains. But those who leave are too often easily recognized by what they have left behind in their travels: memories, personalities, and bones. Otherwise, they're rarely considered the present, certainly not with the same focus they give to the histories buried within their tower. Recent world events are met with polite silence, unless it prompts an anecdote about similarities with antiquity. Apart from old grudges and new theories, very little changes here. We now have a report. There's a middle-aged woman in a veiled hat that's staring at us, waiting for you to notice and listen to her. Okay. The Imperious Sister's tale. She pushes the sheaf of papers into an oversized case and bustles towards you. I've been all over Scrimshander, and I can find no sign of my brother's writing or any inscription about him, she says, which is strange because I was most definitely assured he had come here. Meanwhile, I made certain promises of a pecuniary nature, which means that I am not at liberty to leave Scrimshander again for a few days. So I turn to you. Could you assist me? Are your services for hire? It's a matter of family loyalty, the ties of blood. What do you want? She has a brother who is dear to her, sensitive soul, very reserved. He used to work for the Admiralty. Something happened to distress him here. When I asked him about it, he said that I had enough to worry about with my own concerns. My husband was ill at the time, but I could help him, if he would only permit me to know his troubles. For, she puts a hand on her heart. Hearing one another's burdens is what makes us truly good. She tells us that you'll need to go to Agul, the city of regrets, and find her brother's regret and return it to her. She will pay gladly. Okay. Well, you can either gather at the stage of history or assist an ancient chronicler, which is a pretty good chance of working. Bandaged monk sits, attempting to carve a tale with a steel-tipped quill. Does not work for a trembling hand. You succeeded. A monk describes a day in the life of a tomb colonist. While you wield the quill, its nib carves the bone easily as if it were mushroom flesh. The tale is dry, but he insists it be recorded for posterity. Few two colonists come to share their tales. A historical blind spot, he laments at length. When the work is finished, he invites you to see further tales in the Ivory Archives as his guest. 2 time in the archives. I guess that's good. You can gather at the stage of history. Scholars file quietly into a pair of great ivory doors at the far end of the hallway. When they stumble out again, you can hear raised voices, arguments, and laughter. After the reverent silence of the outside, the boisterous noise of the amphitheater washes over you like a heavy sea beyond these walls. Huh. Actors strut in an amphitheater of bone performing historical plays of dubious veracity. An audience member watches from below, with each roaring drunk member applauding or jeering different details of the work. Above, an imperious figure wearing a crown of ivory judges each performance from a raised theater box. All are served by a single man, weaving between the crowd and wearing a perpetual smirk. We can talk with the glib historian, watch a heroic play for 50 echoes, trade coffee for time in the archives, or trade wine for time in the archives, or agree to search the Ivory Archives for a pattern. Guh. We can talk with the glib historian. The mushroom wine he serves is stale, and the play he announces are questionable at best, but the impeccably bearded man with the olive skin laughs at every performance and has a smile for every patron. Why not?
Why not?
Warring theories on the stage of history. Some cheer history as the work of brave and inspired heroes, especially them who wish they could be heroes themselves, the glib historian rolls his eyes theatrically. Others say it's all shaped by cylindrical changes in the scientific progress, economics, and such. But nothing gets in the way of a good story quite like nuance. He spits out the word like a rotten grape. Well, let him argue up on stage and give an ivory crowd to whoever was the most convincing at the moment. He waves a hand at the temporary monarch in the raised seat above. But as far as I'm concerned, he confides, filling a patron's mug with cheap wine, history is what you make of it, and I make a killing. You've learned enough about history to distrust any one person's interpretation. That's amusing. Like, should we search the RV archives? Or at least agree to it? The groundy chorus sits dejectedly in a corner, griping about the hero worship on display. They'll pay well if you can research the societal context to the figures on. If you can research the societal context of the figures on stage. I mean, just agreeing can't hurt, right?
Sure about that.
Anyway. Heroes are merely a product of their time. These fools create a pearl and ignore the oyster that made it. Help us tell a more responsible tale, and we'll put things right for now, at least. You'll need to trade coffee or wine for time in the archives in order to pursue this quest. I don't want to give up my coffee right now. I mean, we have 2 time in the archives. That's enough, right?
No, probably not.
Will our time in the archives vanish if we leave?
I think so.
Is there any point in not doing it? I don't know. I'm going in. Couldn't possibly be that bad, right?
I mean, did you read the warning?
It says, do not overstay your welcome. It will not be pleasant. Well, whatever. The monks grudgingly allow you to enter, but warn you that staying longer than your allotted time will incur significant penalties. They refrain from going into details, but you notice their bone quills are significantly larger and sharper than their fellows. It's probably fine. have you discovered? My master's name is cheered throughout the land, but none must know of his terrible secret. Definitely no Satan. Oh my, such things are simply not done, especially not to a leper colony, although one assumes that would make it easier. That's funny. Okay, well, I'm not going to overstay my welcome, so we're just going to leave. Back among the living, we got a bit of Scrimshander lore, which I assume is good. You can watch a debate, but I don't know. It seems fine. I guess we leave. We're departing. Were there quite this many guards when you came in? And was there always a pile of fresh bones by the entrance? Let's see. We can provide transport for a scholar. A bandaged scholar stands near the exit, angrily brushing ash off himself. As you approach, he brusquely demands passage to Hideaway. Of course, he'll pay. I don't know where that is. I don't know. Sure. Worst you can do is take up a hold spot. He studied remains of 100 wars and read 1,000 bitter ends. Now he seeks the survivors so he can interview them in person. He assures you it's purely academic interest. His life has been splendid personally. He merely wishes to see how they live with themselves. Alright. No one may depart Scrimshander without leaving something of themselves behind by which to be remembered. Tradition demands it, as do the muscular guards at the gate. Their sharpened bone quills are at the ready to collect your donation. Leave behind something more negotiable? One guard carries a butcher cleaver, and with a shudder you recall how many finger bones decorate the tower. Oh god. Unlocked with Scrimshanger, missing finger, no more than 4. Holy butts. Wow, okay, yeah, cool. How about a hunting trophy? The guards light incense and clean the trophy with musky oil as you recount the victory that won it. A chronicler etches your words into its surface, and the scratching of the bone quill grows louder in your ears with every word. By the time you finish, your trophy has been replaced with an identical copy, but this one has been inscribed with a thrilling fictional tale. As you depart, you wonder if you would recognize the hero of such a thrilling yarn. Probably not. Ooh, we can sell hunting trophies here. And the fuel is very reasonable, too.
Yeah. Stock up here. I mean, the supplies are pretty reasonable too.
They are. Yeah.
I'd buy at least some.
Yeah, we definitely need some more for sure. I think 5 should get us to Mount Palmerston. I would suggest.
Yeah.
Alright. Let us away. Gonna lean towards the Empire of Hands today. Drop off that annoying woman taking up space in her hold. By the way, do we have more people taking up space in her hold that are annoying? No, okay, good. We do have passengers, but they're not so, like, overstocked with luggage that they take up hold space. Zoners picked up an underwater settlement a long way to the north. Curious.
It's a Dahut between Polythreme and Dval.
Ah. Think that's worth going to?
Marker. No, go straight east because and down a little bit now. The northern corner of Asteval.
Okay. Lights glance past the windows. Another submarine? heard something. It's picked up an underwater settlement some distance to the southeast. Discovered hideaway.
That's the one.
A ship of answers. The wreck has fallen into a crevice in the Z-bed. It lies embraced by the stones. We cannot go deeper in the wreck without something. I don't know. Let's board the wreck. It's probably fine. You don your diving gear. The whole door opens with a disquieting crunch. A crewman stops to pick bits of a skull from his boot. Inside the wreck, bones haunt every surface, and each bone has been split and hollowed out so that both inside and out could be inscribed. Some of the bones are dated, the first in each skeleton. It appears the crew were chosen for scrivening one at a time. There's something legible in the right ulnar of an otherwise unremarkable skeleton. Scrimshander. 5 lamentable relics. That's a lot of them.
Indeed.
Cool. Probably. Is that another dead crab? Looks like another dead crab.
Does look like it.
Oh, it's a crab
Turns out
carcass.
it's a live crab.
Sharpen the flensing knives, boys! We failed to challenge, oh god. You lead a small complement of your crew out into the gloom. You work swiftly, shattering the claw and twisting the white meat from underneath. As your crew sets to shell with hammers, one crewman raps out an alarm. The exposed flesh squirms and explodes with worms. They curl around the crewman, and a fresh carcass joins the old. Lost a crew, gained some fragments. Ah!
Fortunate.
Pretty good chance of succeeding that, too. This is a giant crab. You are not welcome here.
In general, I believe, not specifically here.
It's a lovely logbook entry. The back of a gigantic beast live exiles from every corner of the Neath. I believe we can drop off somebody here. Yes, the impolite investigator. This is where he requested you bring him. The impolite investigator grins as he disembarks, and soon he's exited your ship. He spots a small, ancient man, the sprightly visionary. The investigator rushes over to him and shakes his hand while unleashing a barrage of questions. What's your name? Reason for exile? How's the food? The visionary writes a message in the notebook chained to his wrist, and he presents it to you both. Welcome, sorry you must run. You need to register yourself. Go straight ahead. Advice, no questions. Befriend Temtum. Good day. You gonna pay me for passage, though?
I don't know that he said he was going to do that.
I don't know, I guess we'll also just deliver the Scholar of Lost Causes. The bandaged scholar surveys the miserable crowd with open disdain. Yes, these should suffice. The last you see of the scullery is trying to get an artist to answer his question and shaking in frustration. A crowd seems to be closing around him. Gained 100 echoes. Excellent. Guess we'll assemble a port report. A city of strict custom. Most hideaway dwellers toil to strengthen the city against the Z's crushing weight. Those that don't instead prepare for that night's festival, and all without a word spoken aloud. If they need to communicate, the people of Hideaway rely on a strict system of acutely formal gestures. But why? Why don't they talk? Let's see, I don't really have the supplies to buy mementos. We can aid the sprightly visionary, check on the investigator, or join a festival. I don't know. You could also ask where they store their goods. Do you have anything to trade? They don't have much to offer, but maybe you'll find something of interest. Visit the shops tab. Oh. It's hard to Well, we can buy strange catches, and that's about it.
Yep.
It's certainly something. Shall we aid the sprightly visionary? Small man with liver spots on his head and wispy white hairs on his chin, struggling to roll a wheel of heavy cabling. Sure.
That cost a Syrian enigma.
No, it was just you do not have help the sprightly
Ah,
visionary.
okay.
Yeah, it was just like you. That was just you haven't helped him yet. Thing I checked twice. Like it's not costing us a Searing Enigma. We don't have one. Anyway, together you roll the wheel through Hideaway. You pass women lugging blow torches and bags of cement, and men trying to smile as they put on diving suits. Eventually, you pass through an iron gate to a workroom. At the room center is a deep pit. A large electrical alternator looms against the back wall. The visionary plugs the cable into the alternator and slowly feeds the rest down into the pit. When finished, he writes a short message in the notebook chained to his wrist. Thank you. Usual helps working on faulty line. May need you in future. As he hands you the note, he looks up, revealing his neck. It's one huge scar. Ah, we can help him again. And he's industrious for one so old. He's always running around the city, aiding its cablemen or repairing electrical faults. Sure. Supply his engines with fuel. The visionary passes you a scrap from his notebook. Alternator engines and you're dead. Need fuel. Provide. I'm not giving you 7 of my 8 fuel. I'm sorry. I'd like to not die. How's the impolite investigator doing? Let's see. 7 diving suits to take up the investigator's room. We're expanding the space between Temtem and its city shell, but we'll need another 5 divers. 47% chance of success. We have to risk 6 crew.
You probably wouldn't lose all of them.
I'm good. How about we just join a festival? One of the dwellers bows deeply before you and performs a gesture of friendship by showing you her wrists and crossing her arms to touch your shoulders. She then fumbles in her pockets before she presses a small shell into your hand. It's curled like a wave. A little claw darts out and nips at your finger. The woman coos at the tiny creature. Well, got a live specimen. Huzzah. Oh. Festivals. Though everyone in Hideaway has the right to celebrate a festival of their own making, most dedicates their efforts to one of 3 great events. A silent reel. Throughout the night people dance, and there will be no music nor obligations to conform to a particular style. These all cost supplies. Which maybe we can spare, barely. The hour of our reflection. There's a dweller too ancient and too mad to help maintain Hideaway. Instead, the suggester serves a ceremonial role. During the festival, they bark out a phrase, which everybody then represents through art. Invariably, the topics are variations on Handsome Temtem's generosity or Hideaway's superb lifestyles. Or the rainbowing. Revelers will indulge in a colorful feast featuring the finest food Hideaway can manage to find in the abyssal depths. I don't know. The hour of our reflection sounds amusing. Let's do it.
We should be able to get supplies at Istaval.
Yeah, that's true. There's a dweller too ancient, too mad to help me yet, but the festival has begun. Huzzah! Dwellers of Hideaway have collected rubbery, pliable flesh and piled it on the festival square. Once the theme is announced, the dwellers pick out the choicest material from which to build their offerings. Join in. You don't know enough about their culture to risk something more adventurous. A miniature Temtem is sure not to give offense. From the pile of debris, you pick out fresh slabs of meat and sharp spines. It isn't difficult to slice the pale flesh into roughly the shape of Temtem. The spines do an admirable job of holding your little Temtem together, too. The near-forgotten betrayer across from you beams at your work. He tries to avoid looking at the blithe fiddler beside him, who crams spine after spine into a man-shaped slab he's created. Gained a terror and a tale of terror. Hooray, I guess. Cut your hand. The near-forgotten betrayer next to you bites his thumb until droplets of blood ooze. It isn't an offering without something personal. Okay. You scratch the palm of your hand and a streak of blood swells up. You squeeze it onto the lump of flesh you've been working on. There's a scarlet mark run between Temtum's, quote, eyes. Others around you are more generous, slicing deep into their fingers and then daubing the blood onto their offerings with tenderness. Their expressions are beatific. Others force a smile, chew at their nails, and spit pieces onto their offerings. You gain 2 more terror and some fragments. I hate this. I can explain my offering. A prey to a black guttering hole begins. Each creator takes a moment to name their offering before throwing it into the offering pit, or take it with us. You poured your blood and artistic skill into this, you could probably get a tidy sum for it elsewhere. Why not keep it? I'm not gonna buck their traditions. I'll explain my offering. They named their offerings in turns. 1,000 helping fingers from my neighbor, the miracle that brought me here, deportment. You show the dwellers of the hideaway your offering. It was difficult with the limited materials, but we managed to give a lump of meat and guts a passing resemblance to the shape of Temtum. They seemed pleased, but more impressed by your skill with their sign language. You managed to convey that Temtum is important to you, even as a stranger. Your offering is the last to go down the offering chute, and the suggester gestures their wish for the good health of all, Temtum most especially, and the people of Hideaway take this as their cue to depart. Gained 3 more terror, but 7 memories of distant shores. That's quite a bit, which is pretty good, I guess. You can join another festival? What? No, we can't. I'm pretty sure that just says no, you can't anymore. Because we don't have something awaiting in port. Anyway, everything here is way too expensive, so we're leaving. Oh, Hideaway is like on the edge, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll
if you want to go to this, well, it's down to the left.
yeah. What's this? Giant whalebone carcass. Cool. Well, the inscriptions went poorly last time. We don't really need the ivory, though.
Also, go for unknown toxins. Just saying.
I'm good. Maybe we'll try the inscriptions again. Failed again. Come on now. 74% chance. What are the odds?
It's pretty bad luck.
It's over this way. It is red stuff. Ah! Eruption of Violent, the color of perilous understanding. We gained 5 terror, but also gained 100 fragments. It's a lot of fragments, to be fair.
Yeah.
Alright. Here we are at Aestival. With the sun. Compile a quick port report. Gather supplies, and hopefully no one dies. Yes!
Fingers crossed.
No one dies. Breadfruit, sugarcane, coconut, shaw shells, crabs, and plump birds too stupid to know a hungry sailor from a tree. It's ripe with treasures unknown to the neath, and we fill our hold. Beautiful. I'm going to just keep double tapping E until I... Well, I just will never stop, I guess.
Well, if that's what you want to do.
I guess we can go underwater until we reach the Empire of Hands. Why not? Apart from breathable air. Something has been following us. It's patient. What the fuck? Why is there a inky blackness? What? First Mate Taho, why is there a giant pool of inky blackness?
Looks good.
Maybe. Don't. Radar didn't pick up anything. Or sonar.
I think it's actually your terror level.
Ah, fair. What's this thingy? Maybe we've put these to better use than their last owner. We found 5 torpedo components. That's cool, I guess. Alright. We're at the Empire of Hands. Time to surface. Having mild worries about fuel.
Yeah.
The delightful adventuress leans over the rail of the ship, sniffing the humid air with evident distaste. What a filthy, damp little place. Oh well, we shall endure. At the sight of the mayor bobbing up, she straightens. A thin, insincere smile spreads across her face. Ah, you there, my good primitive, she calls, striding down the ramp and clasping his arm tight. Now then, I come in search for your first Emperor's Vault, and for that I shall be needing a few things. Some of your finest workers and tools and some food. Do you understand me? She shakes her head, barely waiting for a response. Food, she repeats. Comprenas? Oh dear, I see we shall be here for a while. Listen, I hear you fellows rather like souls. Shall we discuss that like higher primates? Barnabas stays to settle up while his mistress negotiates the value of her soul with the mayor. Barnabas removes his mask with what looks to be a silent moment of great relief. Underneath is nothing. Just a flat surface where his face should have been. Ah, an unfinished clayman. One of those flawed products of polythreme that follow their own rules. If only you'd known that before he boarded. Of course, that's why the adventurers never mentioned it. He silently presents you with your agreed fee, dips his head in a polite bow, and lumbers back to his mistress. Appears she struck a deal with the mayor. The delightful adventuress will establish a base camp on Fountainhead Island. She welcomes your assistance as one who's proven to be not entirely useless. We gain 200 echoes. We no longer have the delightful adventuress on board. Hey. Oh, we can pile a quicker port report. Huzzah! Now that the Admiralty has been thoroughly brought up to date, this will be far quicker, but also less profitable. Oh well. You write down your latest discovery and seal them, ready for delivery on return to London. Excellent. Wonder if the mayor has anything to say.
No.
Whatever can I do for you? They'll pay us money for our souls. Good. Can buy some supplies, don't really need it. Acquire emergency fuel. 60 echoes per barrel? Nope. We're not at that kind of emergency. There's also a weak call for help. An emaciated man is slumped against a wall of the dock, sitting on a huge crate, and he waves weakly. Oh, thank God, the dogged apprentice gasped. I don't know how long I've been here. It's been days, weeks since I've run out of money. I've got to go back to Rosegate beneath the waves. His crate rumbles beneath him. Please, help me, and if you had anything I could eat. He's weak with hunger. You can spare a little sustenance, or you'll help him to get to Rosegate, but that's it. I don't know where Rosegate is, but there's probably no harm picking him up.
It's by the Isle of Cats, I think.
Well, we'll give him some supplies as well. Thank you. The dogged adventurer springs up to embrace you but collapses onto the dock. After seeing him to a bunk, you check and double check that your crew has securely stored away his rumbling crate. We now have offered to take the dogged apprentice to Rosegate. Fair enough. I forget if shore leave is terrible or not.
Not terrible.
Okay, the locals call this Shell Beach. In place of death, where bones and still rotting carcasses of man and ape alike are left to the thirst of the sea, the charnel history of the Empire of Ham stretches out amongst the flies and the maggots of the apes who would be men and their stolen civilization. Something glints around the neck of a skeleton. A locket. You pocket it, though it does not look like it's worth much. The Z infamously takes much. Sometimes, though, it gives back. Perhaps it will prove to be such a time for some hopeful soul out there. You gain 10 terror, which is a lot, and we're getting rather high up there, and also have a rusty locket.
Yeah, a lot.
Sure is. Well, we can travel to the different islands or just leave, which I'm kind of tempted to just leave because I hate this place.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Let's just go. I mean, we probably have enough to lean towards Irem before hitting Mount Palmerston. Worst
I can
case,
take the risk.
worst case we can burn some supplies.
And I think IRM sells fuel at a kind of expensive fuel.
Gosh. One will run with the lights off to save fuel, but oh hi, maybe we'll go underwater actually. Where'd they go? You won't know. You'll never know. We spied some things, at least. That looks like an explosive device?
Probably torpedo components.
Oh, that's a fluke. We're leaving.
Oh wait, that might be fuel actually. Oh. Hey, that's not a fluke. That's a spider friend.
I take it that's because our terror's a bit high.
Yep.
So the music has gone a little, ominous. Alright. Here we are at Irem. Hooray! Compile a quick port report, because that'll make sense later. Anyway, the voyage of the Snow Child. A small boat will be prepared for it at the docks. The traveler will depart. The crew will gather to see their Snow Child on its adventure, bring gifts for the journey. A few supplies and none will miss. Occasional weapon, it will accept them all with gratitude, even as its mind begins traveling far beyond any map's borders. I will row, Rose will whisper. I will take myself where the light beneath glass shines green and gold. Past the beach, where an exile recalls the warmth of suns he left behind. I will find the frozen forest and climb trees tall enough to touch the moon. I will remember you, Captain. The moment will break, and Rose will board the boat and man the heavy oars. With a salute and a final smile, it will begin its journey, and you'll watch it go until the smile is just a memory, lost in the darkness. The Snow Child's real story has begun. You gained a searing enigma, which is very valuable, and 2 hearts, which is impressive.
Our heart swelled 2 sizes that day.
See, we can kind of swap our stories into different stories here, more or less.
Yep.
Feels a little outrageous here. But anyway, we can rest at the House of the Amber Sky with the coffee beans.
Indeed.
Rest, traveler, our waters are warm, our cushions are petal soft. Lay your head here, you'll be healed, or better yet, you'll be renewed. Payment in coffee? Yes, please. Surely this will reduce terror. Close your eyes. The House of the Amber Sky is a roofless space beneath the false stars beneath, rich with the scent of Irim roses. Despite the ice, it's warm as a desert evening. You'll arrange yourself in the cushions and close your eyes for just a moment. There's a lot here, huh? I don't have any wounds, so rare fruit isn't needed. We could get the rarest fruit, which I'm a little worried about, because it costs us Searing Enigma. Or bargain for a parabox. I go meet the skin of the sun. I will die. The space I will leave will remain in this box. I'm dead here and I do not live in the world. You will live in the world, and you are not dead here. It's impossible, but I'll protect your kingdom from the worst of the sunlight until you die. But I must drink of your future first. I will not die thirsty. This will have all of your skills, which must be at least 100. It will, however, give you an item which will allow you to colonize Astaval. What the butt? That's kinda crazy. Let's just rest, recover, and dream, shall we?
A good plan.
The jungle around you is rich with violently colored fruit, buzzing with insects and unseen life. And there's the sound of running water, too. Follow it. The water runs deep, sweet and wild. Impassive fish of unguessable age watch you from clear depths. You drink from cupped hands and your weariness falls from you. Monkeys shriek hilariously. A leopard watches from the undergrowth, but makes no move to attack. Afterward, you pluck the flax that grows here. When you wake later, you'll find it already woven. Lost 10 terror, thank God. Lost 8 hunger, which could have been more, I imagine. And we got a bale of parabola linen. Wonderful. Also, the clattery air is here, and we can collect another treatment, so I guess sure. The clattery air will notice a riddle fisher in danger of developing an unhealthy obsession. The air will cut something out that is not there yet. She will come away with a sample jar of pickling brine. The specimen will grow there later, slowly. Layers of tissue gradually forming a missing kidney. The riddle fisher, cured in advance, will suffer no ill effects except occasional lassitude and lack of purpose. Oh, yeah, those don't count as ill effects. Those are fine.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Think we can make it to Mount Palmerston on 2 fuel?
I would buy one to be sure. Literally one.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. And this way we can travel with the lights on so we don't accumulate unnecessary terror because, we have a lot of it. Mount Palmerston. There's brimstone on the wind. We definitely didn't need to buy that fuel.
Nope.
But nothing wrong with a little caution. If we had 5 bales of parallel linen, we could get the Merciless Modiste. Anyway, let's chat with the port folk, get our port report. Buy much fuel.
We want 7 devil bone dice.
Right, we do. And that mostly fills up our cargo. It's taking up so much hold space anyway. I guess all the live specimens we have.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah. Can't sell any of it here.
Of course not.
Naturally. I guess that's it here, huh? Let's see. We have to stop by Guiders more no matter what, because if we don't, the Smiling Man will be somewhat cross with us. We also have that commission to visit to get vital intelligence from the Avid Horizon, so that seems like a good stop where we are.
Yeah.
Faustian Corsair. I mean, you think we can take it?
Well, our hull's a little low.
It is. Perhaps not then. The Z is wide and dark. Alright, Avid Horizon. This is the end. Retrieve the strategic information. From here? But you were given a sign to look for. There it is, carved in one of the pillars on the dock. Below the sign, an authoritative hand has carved this message. If you wish to return to London, if you seek the forgiveness of the empires, if you will sacrifice all to make amends, record your name and crime. Below are the names of murderers, traitors, hopeless villains who fled into exile. They have made the icy pilgrimage here to the end of the world to prove their desperation to return home. You record them all, the old and the freshly carved. The Admiralty will pick through the names and make their choice. Leave now, quickly. Strategic information. Guess I'll make a port report, because, you know. Stillness itself is of interest to the Admiralty. It's not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It's not inconceivable that it might open from the other side. What then? Yeah, probably don't want to look into the stars, huh?
Nope.
Hey. Off we go. Guess we'll veer towards Guider's Morn. Guess we can stop at the Chapel of Lights, too. Get a port report.
Yeah.
The Chapel of Lights. Wonderful. Gather intelligence. Get that nice little port report. Not willing to go down to that few supplies. God, I want a bigger boat so badly.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll eat of the chapel's bounty because it's fine. Gorge yourself. It's delicious. Alright, then we'll go. Maybe to Bright. It's not the worst idea.
Uh,
Huh?
yeah, I mean, it's Frostbound.
Hmm. Oh, it's a Lifeberg. Those are way too tough for being at half hull.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're kind of dangerous.
Yeah, like, it's possible to kite them pretty easily, but if they get a hit in, we can be too tapped, I think. Which would be bad.
Got a lot of health. So they do definitely um, give a lot of loot.
Yeah. The cry goes up, drownies in the water, their pale faces of the crowded dead bob up like lamps, they're singing. Well, we can spare fuel right now, I think. Drown out their song with the roar of the engines. We've lost a tear and 3 hull, oh god. Your engines thunder, the drownies circle, but the poisoned sweetness of their song is almost lost to the din. At last they tire and sink below, waving as they go. Lost a tear, lost a fuel, and 3 hull, which apparently we were pushing our engine a little harder than I expected. Anyway, we've arrived at Frostfound. Create a quick
Yeah.
port report. We do have reason to go into Frostfound, but do not have the ability to. So let's take,
Nowhere near.
yeah, let's take tea. Surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping steps for the game of truce. Blah blah. We've heard all this before. But we lost 10 terror, which is very important, and we got some supplies and fuel. This place is great. I love Frostfound. All right. Guiders of Morn then.
Yep.
I continually want a bigger ship. Hi. What? Why did I hit E by accident? I hit E by accident. Okay, that's good. I could dive into the depths, but after seeing that giant spider, I kind of don't want to anymore.
What's your terror at?
65. 66.
That's 65 is where the spider spawns.
Oh. Okay.
But hey, if you kill it, you can increase all your skills by 1.
Maybe if we had more hull, I would be amenable to this.
It's a fairly tough fight. Probably not even if you had full hull.
That's terrifying.
But like I said, it gives good rewards.
I certainly do want that frigate. Guiders Mourn. Ah, yes. A shivering corsair with a package. Oh god, they're cold. Take them from me. Take them. Where's my money? Don't you cheat them. Take them, but I want my money. Okay, we got this unstamped crate of brilliant souls. Huzzah. We could also spend some echoes to maybe reduce terror.
I would not do it here.
Yeah. Let's explore the morn. Let's see. This guy. He scared the heck out of me last time with a tale of terror.
Turn the situation around now.
It's true. I do have a lot of these. I have a story for you. No. I have stories for you. He's experienced horror and wonder, but so have you, and your tale is so much the fresher. You wrestle with each other's history until at last he concedes. Here, he says. This is where it all began, with the astronomer, the ephemerides, he whispers in your ear. We lost 2 terror and gained 50 fragments. We also lost... I mean, the reduction in terror is nice, and the fragments are good. Do I risk a 69 nice chance on a port report? It will take us to half crew if we fail.
I believe in you.
We failed. Well, we're okay for now.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have done it if we weren't heading back to London now.
Yeah.
Or to Venderbite.
Yeah. We can turn in the box of snakes there, can't we?
Yeah.
That's a good reason to do that. We almost certainly have enough fuel to get back to London, right?
Probably, yeah.
Alright. Back to the tomb colonies. Explore, visit the first curator. I think that's where we want to go.
Yep.
First curator gives audience. Can give it your hunter's eye. Oh yeah, the one we dug out of the ice in Abbott Horizon.
Yep.
I guess. Sure. Here you go. My left eye is blind. Should I replace it with this one, it will be no blinder, but perhaps I will see within. It raises the hand of the hunter's eye towards its concealed face. No sound is indescribable, but some should be. This is one. Let's not trouble ourselves with its nuances. It's reminders of Martian gangrene and chrysalid emergence. Take, it says, its voice is ragged. It gestures at a side table where a spoir tusk sits. A pearl tiara is perched jauntily atop the tusk. Both apparently are yours. Gained a captivating treasure and a hunting trophy. Wow. Here's our mirror match box full of very angry dream snakes. Oh, my, they are cross. They won't stay imprisoned for long, but longer than I will. It becomes motionless for so long that you wonder if it's finally truly dead. At last it expels a rattling breath and points wordlessly at a Cleon-Sane mask on a trophy stand. Half visible in the gloom, Elder Continent it wheezes. Made within the sight of the mountain, wear it and think of me. You gained another captivating treasure. Holy cow. We lost the mirror matchbox. Well, that was lovely. Let's visit
Hey.
Jonah. Ooh, we can offer a strange catch or recruit the bandage poissonnier.
Strange catch is definitely worth it. And probably you can recruit the cook too.
Yeah. They'll pay a small fee and return some of the material to you as supplies. Sure. An adequate success. The final product is edible, if you close your eyes. Probably is better pickled. Gain 5 echoes and a supply. Could do that
You were
again.
unlucky.
Hmm?
I said, yeah, you're unlucky. Well, if you recruit the cook, I wouldn't do it again. Because I think you probably use one to talk with him.
It just says we have 300. Oh, yeah, but to talk with them, fair enough. Is it worth 300 echoes to just bring him aboard? Probably. Right. Ah, my captain, the things we will catch, that we will consume, that we'll experience. We'll discover the seventh sensation, you and I, the taste that one tastes with the heart. You there, sailor, careful with the brazen alembic. It's worth more than your wretched soul. And we know this because we can sell it. Guess we can check out our officers then. We speak to him. Increase your hearts. We need Muttersalt to progress him. Fair enough.
And a strange catch.
And a strange catch, yes. Not entirely sure where to get that.
To the north, you can get Mutter Salt, I think, by trading, by spending Z stories. Um, and, let me look here. At Hideaway, you can trade sapphires for 2 Mutter Salts. Scrimshander, you can, trade carboys of primordial shrieks for Mutter Salt.
Well, I'm sure that would be lovely and profitable. Could also reduce terror. I feel like that's probably fine. Let's have a nice, delicious meal. It's good. You eat with gusto and leave with relief, but that night you dream of the writhing river, the watercourse where parabola flax grows and nightmares spawn. Perhaps the vengeance of Jonah has been purchasing their spice from behind mirrors again. Lost all our hunger and lost 2 terror. Wasn't that great? Oh well.
Oh.
Once again, we got unlucky. And we do have something awaiting us support. We can explore Vendor Blight for stuff, so let's do it. Oh, we gained a Tale of Terror and a Terror. Cool. And 15 fragments. Right. Another tomb colonist shedding its skin.
Not that each time. Let me see. I'm fairly sure it's not a guaranteed result or anything. Yeah. There's a 5% chance.
So we got lucky.
Yep.
Oh yeah, low Barnet. I mean,
Solo on fuel, don't stop. Head straight to London.
alright.
I can pop back here. on our way out.
That's fair. I mean, we're basically at London. Because even if we hit, you know, 0 fuel, we still have the bar to empty. Alright. I thought the souls were illegal.
This is the Ministry of Public Decency.
Oh. Yes, we have no red honey. We have nothing to hide. Search for as long as you like. You've lost all suspicion. Lovely. Breath of relief. Soothes the gangplank, touches the quayside, tears the deep sea lighten. Alright. Strength. Our menaces have. Strength has not increased at all. That's good.
Yay.
Are there messages for me? Something has changed beneath. Someone wants to sign on. We now have a free evening. Ah, hello. Welcome home. You may ask how I know. It is I am here to meet you, and I may remark that we have eyes in the waste and on the hill. In fact, we have more eyes than a knot oracle, and they're all glad to see you, of course. And your cargo. Here you go. 200 echo, 3 fuel, and a supplies. Very nice. Oh, very good, very good. I have a feeling we can do that a lot. Anyway, we'll read the morning papers. Lost a bit of terror, which is nice. How is our hold looking? Ah yes, let's go to the Venturer because we have his dice. They sell those in Mount Palmerston. 500 for 7 barrels of things. You won't find a better price. Seems like I won't. When I was a boy, I asked my nurse, when you break a law, what happens to the pieces? Now I know. Now I know. But I need something else. Well, he gave us 500 echoes for that, which is pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, they were only like 20 apiece, so.
Yeah. Now he wants either 7 strained catches or 7 hunting trophies. We do have 7 hunting trophies, oddly enough.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 500 echoes for 7 pieces. Sure. That seems like a good price. This will do nicely. I need persuasive threats, not weapons, and these are persuasive. Now I have further need of your services. He wants 7 caskets of sapphire or a colossal fluke core. $1,000 echoes for either one. Well, we could just head for Port Carnelian and pick up the sapphires pretty easily. So that's good. You're crackling up. What? You okay? You're a robot. So I guess I won't worry about it too much for the moment. I'm going to turn in my port reports because we have plenty of hull space. Guiders born. We have something to tell us about them. Fuel echoes. We lost a crew to that, sir. Mount Palmerston. 40 echoes. 30 echoes from this. 10 echoes and some fuel. Lovely. 20 echoes and some fuel for Abbey Rock. 20 echoes for the chap below lights. 10 echoes for Avid Horizon. Oh, nothing's happening there? Good. Lovely 50 echoes from the Undershroom. The Mangrove College. Oh yes, the Muddy Philosophers. Do tell. Gained 50 echoes, which is a lot. And 1 fuel. Alright, Empire of Hands. Not as profitable as last time, but 50 echoes certainly ain't bad. Port Carnelian. Gains 30 echoes and another fuel. Frost found, another 30 echoes and fuel. Talk a little about Aestival, 50 echoes, which is very nice. Khan's Shadow, 30 echoes, and we lost some terror too, that's nice. Talk to him about Wisdom, 30 echoes and some fuel. And now Irem, where he's like, oh god, please don't tell me this report, just take the money and leave me alone. We could talk about Hideaway. I'm sorry, a city on a what? City on a giant sea beast. We've lost our port report on Hideaway, gained a fuel and 60 echoes, which is delicious. And finally, Scrimshander. First-hand port from the depths of history, eh? Nothing too candid, I trust. Nah, nothing like that. Gained a fuel, 55 echoes. Excellent. And we can ask for another commission, which I will be happy to do. To have it. Oh god. I hear pens clanging. I hope you're okay.
I'm fine, sorry. The Normally the net or the connection is fine going that far away, but this time it wasn't.
Ah, understood. Do I have to turn in my strategic info before I can get another commission from him?
Maybe? I don't think so.
If there's anything in particular you need? No, I guess not. No. Retrieve information from the Mangrove College. I was just there. That's fine. Alright. Lovely. We still have that diplomat on board. I guess we'd have to put him at Khan's Heart, wouldn't we? Hmm. Uh, probably is fine to sell my ivory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't think I can sell my live specimens.
Not here at least.
Yeah. Oh, well. Certainly refilled our fuel, which is lovely. Could sell the
You can sell them to the Alarming Scholar.
Oh. Oh, I can sell the linen too. May as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, so this is part of the trade route that you can do. It's a little hard at 40 cargo space. But what you do is you buy mushroom wine here, go to Port Carnelian, trade it for sell that, buy dark drop copy, go to Irem for Parabola linen, come back to London and repeat.
Circuitous.
But it makes profits.
It's true. Guess I'll sell some live specimens to the antiquarian. Oh, it's still moving. I can think of uses for this.
I think you should sell all of them.
Yeah, we can go hunting for more if we find a need for them. sell some intriguing snippets too. Wonder if that's used for anything.
I mean, at this point, if it doesn't take up cargo space, I would tend to hold on to it.
Fair. Could give him a strange catch, but I don't know.
I only want one for the vintage poison water.
Yeah. Hmm. See, we got the recent news. Don't really have anything for the Roser's Wharf. Or the Diplomat. Probably need to hire on more crew. Yeah, there's also a new recruit. Sigil-ridden navigator's back, but I don't know. Seems fine to just get a Sailor in. 5 Echoes certainly ain't bad.
Indeed.
Considering it's usually like 30 for 3 here.
Yeah, I would hire on more crew.
Yeah. Go up to 9 at least, just in case we lose some on a trip. And now I must think about repairs.
Oh, I would repair.
Yes, but how would I repair?
Admiral favors.
Yeah, why not?
And this is what admiral favors are for, basically.
That and fuel.
I mean, you can spend them at a terrible rate to get fuel.
Maybe I should have improved my iron a little bit. You know, just in case I lost some hull from it. It's fine. Hmm. Feels strangely like we're done.
Well, yeah, it is about done time.
It's true. Yeah, you only have a few more minutes, right?
Just gonna wait till we finished everything in London, which I think we have.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like we have. Port reports are all turned in. We have our commission. Yeah. Also, we want to do something with those captivating treasures.
You can turn them into um, heirlooms in your house.
It's true. Of course, I don't have any of the tertiary stuff I need for that.
I think.
Oh, I need a will for it. Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, I didn't. I think you can just do it without too much trouble. Have to write the will.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I'm saving. It's fine.
It's true though. You aren't saving very often.
Also true.
Like, if you had died on the way back to London, we would have lost 3 hours of progress.
2.5. But yeah. It's a fair point. But, then we'd have lost all progress anyway if we died.
We just started again, and I mean, if you put the will on the captivating treasures, then and you'd get an heirloom item.
Yeah, but that's basically starting over. Anyway. Uh, Not much to do in London. I'm not sure what we should be doing, period.
So we've got. Okay, let me see here. We have finishing out the very last bits that haven't been explored. That's not vital. Um, because there's just like there's Varchaz that we didn't get to. We didn't explore Adam's Way, and then there's the Chelonite and the Gant Pole.
Yeah.
And those are like must see. Um, Otherwise, well, we could carry some loads of Sphinx Stone for echoes.
It's true. It's hard to keep cargo space that low.
I mean, it's easier when you're just going to the salt mines and back,
It's true.
because like there's way more fuel and supplies than you need to make that trip and return.
I'll consider that for next time then. Well,
We could also do
Hmm?
the whole Empire of Hands quest
Yeah,
line.
sure could. Sure could. Well, I think it's time for some short leave. First, my Taho.
Sounds good.
Alrighty then. We, it is a good time to just call it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back later with this. And yeah. Uh, have a good evening. And say bye, Taho.
Bye, Todd.